What's the buzz? This is Zeta Beetle, and welcome back to TGIF. In this episode, I go ahead and pester some people in land vehicles. I accomplish this with the use of saucers. So, join me for that, and enjoy the show. Alright, but before I show you that, though, I have to do Dr. Sloan's little, command, favor, whatever you want to call it, first. And that happens to be to place a bioscanner in an alien biome. This is one of the easier quests here, as it's not combat-oriented, and once you find the scanner, all you really have to do is just interact with the hologram, and it'll place it. So, yeah, not starting off particularly exciting, but hey, you know, can't win them all, right? Alright, so, as if responding to my observation on how easy it is, I find the scanner right then and there. So, I believe it's about time to move on. In a continuation from the previous clip, this time I'm doing the challenge to travel distance on foot. Yeah, not particularly exciting this time either. And this time it's longer. The second longest in the whole episode at 7 minutes and 20 seconds. But, you know, it's I just felt like for something that used to be a contest series, I just needed to show everything, right? So here we have the nifty little gadget called the Gravitron. This thing is really fun to mess with, because you can grab just about anything that you want to, hoist it high in the air, and then launch it. One thing that I do know, one thing that I can note about this, though, is that the house is actually stronger than this vehicle. Let that sink in for a little bit. I'm trying to destroy this house, but it's this vehicle that's taking the most of the punishment. And eventually, it cannot take any more, and it explodes on the house. So, yeah. It's it won't take but one more. It won't take another hit. It'll blow up real quick. Yeah. When involving the Gravitron, a vehicle is much more powerful, or much more durable, rather, than a brick house. Now, how that makes sense to anyone, I have no idea. So, we just move on here. And I'm just looking to see what all I can grab with the Gravitron. That stop sign went sky high when I threw it. So I guess this isn't all bad, because you get to see me testing out the Gravitron for the first time. And apparently a metal sign trumps a wooden house. So it definitely made a nice entryway into the attic. So while I said that I am traveling distance on foot, apparently I am actually doing it in a vehicle as well. So alright. Now I'm just cruising around in a OG Bear and ramming it into this house a little bit. And then I'm going back to testing out the oh wait, actually, no. This time I'm actually taking things seriously and grabbing a huge rock to try and do as much damage as I can with the Grabatron. And where it comes to the damage, when you whip this thing around, it can sure do a bunch. Alright. And I take out that trespasser right there. And steal his UFO. Or saucer. It is always so hard to call it what it's officially called in Fortnite. Well, at least what it's officially called in Battle Royale anyway. In creative, it's called a UFO, so I don't know. I don't know really what to say about it, honestly. And I took myself out with my opponent's exploding UFO. I'm gonna have to mute that. So, yeah. Looks like this is going to have to get edited a little bit. Alrighty, here we go. In this particular clip, I am going for the challenge 2, Place by Probes. So, essentially what this comes out to is more of Sloane's major quests in her war against the aliens, basically. So, evidently, one of those probes is at that mark specifically. So, I'll be going down to there and getting them placed. So, despite there being only a hologram, it's lighting up the ground right around it, so I think this is where I go and grab a saucer to speed up the process. Because, honestly speaking, what is one of the fastest ways to travel? Flying. So, essentially, I take this bad boy out for a test drive, or not a test drive, for a ride, and I just take everything off the roof of the Durburger, which in the real world is essential air conditioning stuff. So, poor old poor old beef boss would have to be repairing the damage that I had done quite a lot. Oops. Alrighty. So, wait. Okay. So, why did I do that if I wasn't going to go into the thing? Okay, weird. Sometimes my method of thinking over a year ago doesn't make any sense to me. Like, there I went. There's the second spy probe. One more, and I'll have the mission done in one round. What I like to call a one-shot. Even though it's technically not a one-shot. But still, just let me dream, okay? Alright. So, I'm heading over to the third and probably final spy probe. And once I place that, that'll be the end of it. I can see the end of the round coming up pretty soon, and I just got another challenge done, so that's another point for me. Yay! Alrighty, so pop that in, and that's another. This challenge had the potential to be very problematic, and I'm pretty sure it took me more than one try to do it. The challenge that I'm speaking of is avoid damage and deal 100 in a single match. You're about to see me get serious. Or about as serious as I can get early in the game, I suppose. I think it's early. I think it's this early in the game. I really don't. I really don't remember. It's been over a year. Okay, give me a break. Anyway. I basically... I don't know what I do here. It looks like I ran around like a chicken with its head cut off, doesn't it? Oh well. I eventually find my way, and I start picking up some mushrooms for to get my shield up, and somebody is shooting at me with some sort of gun. Kind of sounds like a pistol. Okay. Wait. Are you sure that I do it in this round? Because that was a hit. Weird. Okay. Methinks my notes could use a bit of work. Alrighty. So... Okay, so I got to the alien artifact here. Okay. Okay. Maybe it's when I Okay, I just got something done there. So and there that guy went. Alright. So I grab my assault rifle, upgrade my pump shotgun, upgrade my pistol, and then I pop my big pot, and then I pick up some minis and continue on my merry way. I think I rescind everything I said about the avoid damage and deal 100 in a single match, because that looked like very clearly that I got that on complete accident, which could have happened on the first try. I don't even know at this point. Like, that is crazy. But in this round, I'm going for the challenge to reach top speed in a Ferrari. So, at this point, Fortnite had released a Ferrari car in the game. I still don't really remember exactly what the model is, but when it got going with that boost, I dare say it was faster than the Lamborghini. I kid you not. I think it was literally faster than the Victory Motors Whiplash, which is the Lamborghini. And that is absolutely crazy. So, since I landed in Lazy Lake, I decided to take a kind of a covert ops type of approach, only to be shot at when I went out into the open. So I hightailed it right back into a building and started looting it. So, yeah. I get myself into these sticky situations sometimes, and honestly speaking, it's probably not a surprise to either of us that I end up having to attempt this challenge more than once. Like, there are very few places where the Ferrari can spawn, and Lazy Lake was one of those prime locations. So, it wasn't entirely my fault when it came to this. Okay, so I'm looking into her quests. and I accept one of them. I don't know if it was a challenge to accept and complete quests from other characters based on the Ferrari, but I do know that one of those quests was to hit top speed with one, and to get into a race with one. So, honestly speaking, yeah. even if even if it wasn't a challenge to take a challenge from a character, it was a challenge to hit top speed. So, yeah. I hear a Graviton nearby, which is one of my favorite items in the entire game, because you could do a lot with that thing, and you can make some very, very, very funny situations with it. Like, you could literally pick up a toilet, have your friend sit on said toilet, or rather crouch on said toilet, since sitting wasn't really a thing for anything other than car seats or motorcycle seats or things like that. And then you could chuck the seat with your friend on it far, far away. And it was probably vaulted partly for that reason. But then again, between seasons, they decided to vault the old stuff and in favor of putting in something new in its place. So, okay. I start trying to do the race with the Ferrari, but the thing that I accomplish instead is the top speed challenge. So there we go. That's that one in a nutshell. And now, time for the main event. Here we go. This is the part of the episode that I was telling you about earlier. So, essentially, my challenge here is to visit Misty Meadows, Catty Corner, and Camp Cod in a single match. So, what better way to do that than in a saucer? That's my thought process anyway. Another thing that I do on the side is I become a bit of a gas station terrorist, if you get my meaning here. But if you don't, that's fine. I'll explain it anyway. Essentially, to help me do the damage from above challenge, I basically shoot my energy cannon at the gas stations to make it to where the fuel of the vehicle is more finite than it already is. So I just blast that like that, and it blows up the entire gas station. One down, several more to go. So then, I eventually start going towards another named location. I just go from gas station to gas station, blowing them all up. And while that's my main focus in this round, it does help to complete the challenge to visit Misty Meadows, Catty Corner, and Camp Cod in a single match. Either that, or I just decide to move on to that challenge anyway. It's actually kind of hard to tell. But anyway, I get my saucer down here, only to see that this gas station was already blown to pieces. So I move on to the next one. And I haven't even the foggiest idea where that happens to be, because my screen is little and my memory is dull. So yeah. In the meantime, though, I just soar aimlessly through the air, mostly focused on getting those gas stations blew up, so that I can get those vehicles stopped moving, and the people within will be hit from above. Ah, so my next location is Lazy Lake. Got it. Or as Spiritai calls it, Lazy Lucky. I think I pronounced that right. So in a single well-aimed blast, I blow up another gas station, and I think I may have hit a gas can at the same time. So yeah. When somebody starts shooting at me, I start shooting back at them and really letting them have it. And they think they're getting away from me. They're not. They're really not. Okay. Well, I guess they are, because they just managed it. Anyway. I move on to another excuse me. Okay. So I soar over Catty Corner here, and I blast its gas station to smithereens, and blow up some vehicles in the process. Then I move on to Misty Meadows, I think. No, that looks more like Retail Row than Misty Meadows. Okay. That's cool. So I'm basically just looking through all of these I'm just looking through Retail Row to see where its gas station is. I think I have it mistaken for Pleasant Park, though, because there doesn't seem to be any gas stations here. So then I move on to let the saucer recharge. I don't know particularly why I did that. I'm most likely to get to this house and have a quick way back to my saucer. That's actually smart. Okay. So I heard something just a minute ago. It sounded like one of those collectible items. But... okay. But I ignore it and move on. Then somebody else decides that they want a piece of my saucer. So I go on down and just hide amongst the trees so that I don't get shot as much. Ever vigilant, though, I keep an eye out for the person in question, and I think you can tell from there what would happen should I find them. Okay. So I take out that gas station, and then when my saucer is really low on health, I decide to get out and just and just bait whoever that is out in the open. And when I see them, when my plan succeeds, I'm going to be really turning him into Swiss cheese, if you catch my drift. Or into irradiated dust. One or the two. So that guy just decides to book it out of there with a launch pad. And I'm not really that sad about it either, because they were being a right pest. So I decide to move on with my own excursion, and since this is since the challenge here is to visit all three of these locations in one round, I eventually make a hasty retreat towards first one and then the other. I even go into the storm for cod. So and if you knew both me and Marty Jester, you would actually be expecting this from us, because Marty Jester once tried this type of stunt to talk to somebody that was really deep in the storm, and he never made it because his battle bus ran out of gas. So So I'm pestering these guys mostly by blasting the bottom of this clock tower to keep them from hiding in there. And then I'm just basically... okay. I don't know. I think I'm heading over to Camp Cod at this moment. So, yeah. Okay. I'm kind of taking a roundabout path to it, but you know what? I do everything the hard way almost. It won't be too much longer before I get to it though, so maybe? And there it is right there. Camp Cod in all its glory. I just simply soar overhead like this. And it's done. Alrighty, so that seems to be the end of this episode. Join me in the next one when I search ammo boxes, place top 10, complete bounties from bounty boards, and travel distance on foot. In the meantime though, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you all next time. Until then, adios amigos.